Well, happy Valentine's Day, everybody. I'm back with yet another review. Things have been pretty hectic on my end. That's why there hasn't been a new metal review lately. If you haven't seen my review for Clown Camp Massacre, definitely check that one out. I get really irritated. I lose my cool at the end. But if you are not interested in that apparent trauma flick, got metal for you. A couple days ago, was contacted by the Brooklyn, New York crossover thrash band Zamboni, and was sent their latest EP, Sucks, the stupid EP. I'm not even kidding, that's the name of the EP. The band Zamboni is a three-piece, like I said, from Brooklyn, New York. This EP was released February 2013, I forget the exact day, I think the 8th. But prior to it, there were a few other ones, Blood on the Ice demo, Mother of the Resistance EP, and Live Stupidity. All were released in 2011, all available on their Bandcamp page, and I'll give you the link at the end of this if you want to actually check them out. This EP comes to about 10 minutes. It's got 4 tracks, 1 introduction track, 3 songs, one of them a cover. And I do have to go through all 4 of them just because of the variety that this EP actually contains. The first track is the stupid intro. Is probably the best audio quality of all the songs, but it's not a song. It's simply a radio DJ being heckled by a caller. Obscenities go flying every which way. It wasn't all that great. I mean, I really wasn't all that impressed. Didn't hold my attention too long. After the 40-second mark, I was at the point of thinking, you know what, I get the point. Move on. Sorry, guys. I kind of lost interest in it. The volume to this one is actually louder than any other song on here, which is why I said the audio quality is probably the best. Actually sounds like a higher quality studio recording than some of the rest of the songs. Track 2 is called World War Z, and this one, actually, it's kind of rougher, but it's got like a low-budget studio quality to it. As I said, the band is a crossover thrash band, but this one has more of a horror punk vibe to it, kind of like, more like Misfits than the Ramones, like one of the bands I saw that was referenced. I don't really see that. I see more like a horror punk kind of Misfits thing going on. The audio on this one is probably the best of the songs themselves. Like I said, it has a low production quality to it. It is a bit raw in like a muffled sense. And overall it sounds good. I mean, it's a catchy song. It's a slower paced one. It's got clean vocals to it instead of a harsher approach, which works with what the band is going for with this song. But unfortunately it doesn't really work with the other tracks all that well. The next song is Slaughterhouse, and this one definitely is more thrash than crossover. Got a much rougher audio quality to it. It's like they recorded a rehearsal on a tape recorder than anything. And this is where the audio just completely changes. It's clearly non-studio. But the rawer trait gives it more of a 80s demo tape feel. And if you didn't know that, you honestly would buy that this is an 80s demo tape. I mean, the audio definitely is somewhat muffled. Well, not muffled, but it's definitely raw. I'm not really sure how to explain it. If you've heard any 80s demo recordings, and I'm sure you would know the quality of this, the guitars have a bit of a sharper tone to them. Best way to reference it as far as a band goes, Faith or Fear. I was surprised with a Faith or Fear kind of sound to it, and Faith or Fear happens to be one of my favorite bands. I really love these guys. I have both of their albums. I definitely was surprised by this song. The only thing I didn't enjoy about it, really, and this is where the raw audio quality issue plays a negative role, it screws with the guitar solo. I mean, the solo, it sounds okay. I'm assuming it's promising. I can't really tell, because it just sounds a little chaotic. The volume of the solo is just louder, like obnoxiously loud. And because of that, and the faster pace of the solo itself, despite the actual song slowing down abruptly, and it's just hard to actually follow. You can kind of get into it because you can tell it's supposed to be faster, it's supposed to be a little more intense, but it's just obnoxious in a way due to the volume. Not much more to say about that. The last song, though, is a cover of the DRI song, The 5-Year Plan. And it starts off with an audio sample of Adam Sandler in Big Daddy. The scene where he's talking to his now ex-girlfriend, and she's saying how she's dating this older man. He has a 5-year plan. He chimes in with, oh, what's the 5-year plan? Not die? Or don't die, I'm sorry. Again, the audio is pretty rough. It sounds like it was just taken from a rehearsal. But this time around, the vocals have a much rougher style to them in spots. And I gotta say, it sounds a lot better than the cleaner vocals. And I really wish they would do that a little more on the other songs. The cover's pretty good. I really have no complaints to it. Again, the guitar solo has some issues, and this is the worst one of them all, just because, due to the audio quality, it just sounds like somebody just playing notes chaotically on the guitar solo. So I don't know if it actually does sound good or not. It's just due to the volume, you can't really tell. If you can't tell, that's one of the biggest gripes that I have about this. The only other one would be the vocals on here. I mean, the clean vocals actually do kind of work throughout the EP. It just sometimes sounds like he's unsure, or he's trying to cram some lyrics in that can't fit. Only real complaint. And I guess you can kind of let it slide because the band acknowledges they play odd music. And I gotta say, the clean vocals and the way they're handled is a bit odd. It doesn't really sound that great, but it works for what they're doing. The music, at least, is catchy on all the songs. I enjoyed them all. More so Slaughterhouse than anything. I just kind of wish they had a better audio quality, but I can't really fault them. It's an EP. Independent EP. Everything works out well enough. The guitar solos are the main issue there. That's all. I don't really know what to give this EP, honestly. I think I gotta give it more of a 6 than anything, just because the faults that I really picked up on really do cause problems in the end with it, like the guitar solos. So, overall, I'll give it a 6. I gotta give this one a 6. I mean, it's decent, it's got some catchy songs, it's worth checking out, regardless of whether the music's supposed to be odd or not. And the thing is, this is actually a free EP as well, so if you don't like it, you're just wasting 10 minutes of your life. You can pick it up at zamboni.bandcamp.com, zamboni.bandcamp.com. Check it out. You could stream it first if you don't feel like downloading it. But, for an unsigned band's EP, it's worth taking a shot at. Regardless of the odd music or not, it does have some catchy songs on it. Definitely something to check out, and if you're in the New York area, check the band out.